Navezgane didn't used to be this awesome. But I like the Trader Joe's and all that stuff, but the problem I've run into now is that there's not enough, like, Shotgun Messiahs and stuff like that locally. And on the, whoops, on the what the hell am I doing? On the perpetually generated worlds, there's so much more you can do. So, oh, I think half my recording got cut off. Okay, I'll start over there. So, this is a base showcase. This is my base. Like I said, I've been playing this one for 82 days. Level 200 already. I got 3,300 zombie kills. And I've kind of hit a point where I can't seem to do much more. Navezgane's gotten really good. I gotta give it credit for that for sure. Super, super awesome. But I can't seem to get anything else accomplished here. So, well, let's give a quick base tour here. So this is my base. Alright, just the usual stuff here. These are all pretty much full because I've gotten iron for days. Workbench, more supplies. That's right, I was going to start growing hops for beer. That's a shame. I'm gonna have to take me so long to get back to where I was. I'll probably do some of it in creative mode on the new build, just so I can skip through some of this the early on bullshit. Try to get closer back to where I was. But yeah, so here's the inside of my base here. Let me just ditch this. Building supplies. I should have labeled these things, never did. Anyway. There's my mini bike there. Now you can get a kind of a good idea of how my base is designed here. You'll see that in a second. Alright, so we're right in Navezgane. We're right in Dursville. Right near the hospital. There we are. Okay. I found a neat trick for multiplayer safeness as well. See all my forges here? If you turn on all the forges, the stupid screaming zombies show up and they are just relentless with their anger. Alright? And if this is multiplayer, there'd be zombies all around my base. You wouldn't want to be a player coming here. So this is my farm up top. Fertilized land. And here's my hops that I was growing. So disappointed about that. I gotta start over this. It's just this game has gotten so stagnant, and I've already capped it at level 200. I wasn't sure the last time I played this was Alpha 11, 7 days. So I'm a little bit out of touch with how the game works, but I'll show you the base. But let's go downstairs then. Okay. Ooh, somebody hit my door. Must have been a puker. I just want to show off the base at nighttime before it gets too dark here. So there is the pit of doom. Alright. So you can see how I built the base here. Let's get a little further back so you can see it properly. So the reason why this side of the base looks slightly different than the other side of the base is one day I was coming back here, the physics didn't load, and the entire one side of my base fell off. Because it's all based around that metal trussing, right, to hold it up. And half the base fell down, so I wasn't very happy about that. But yeah, so here you can see just the way I built it here. Most of the time the zombies dance around here and then they fall down into this pit of death. And that is right, those are all forged. I shouldn't have shot. That was a bad move on my part. Those are all forged steel. See, I can make the jump, but the zombies can't make the jump. Alright, so the way that I built this place, you can see here, it is metal trussing, 4 columns worth. The pit is 5 wide. We'll go take a look at the downstairs now. So then I've got this access, so I can replace my spikes, collect zombie zombie gear. Alright. They do a lot of damage down here. But half the fall takes half their life. The weaker zombies, when they hit the spikes after the decomposing woman and all that stuff, once they hit the spikes from that fall, this is a 15 block fall. 14, I guess, at the spike level. Once they hit that fall, the weaker ones die. Alright, so let's just go down into my mine. I didn't have an auger for 90% of this crap. I did all this with picks. And blue picks even. Like, it wasn't even, these wasn't even the good picks. Most of this was done with auger after the fact. Like all the ore extraction. You can still see there's tons and tons and tons of stuff to take out of this world. Most of this was just an ore vein I just dug out. And it just kind of kept going and going and going and leading me up and leading me up, leading me up. Oh, the sun's coming up. So you can see here, this was all ore and sand and stone, and I dug it all out. It's amazing what you can do with an auger, I'll tell you that much. Once you get the gas, you can start going. Oh my god! And like there's still iron and other minerals in this cave for forever. Like this is why I was able to do all that forged steel for the spikes. Because, oh, can we see through the world? Yeah, there we go. Because I have just like an almost unlimited supply of iron under here. Where the hell am I going? I am getting very lost in my own place here. This goes up to this. And then, how do I go up? There's a way to get up. At least there used to be. Oh, I'm freaking blind. As you can see here, I just kind of kept following the ore vein. And I stopped here on this particular run. Okay, let's get out of here. I'll show you the rest of the base before I start a new world. Oh, don't fall. Yeah, all this was dug out. Very time-consuming process, as anybody who's worked a mine freaking knows. But I just want to show you just the extent of what I've done, like how much I've had to dig out. It's pretty expansive down here. It keeps going too. As you can see. Alright, there's the candles. So I put these candles up because I started finding that I couldn't figure out how to get the hell out of this place. So the candles, if you just follow the candles back, they lead you right out. So this was the second mine I did. The first mine was over at the other half of the base, which I'll show off now. The first part of my base. And now that it's daytime, we can actually probably get outside without having to worry about too much. We will have to deal with the screaming idiots, though. Okay, so just to give a better overview of how this place is built. Alright, now, two things you should know. Metal wall, so the steel wall, the final form of concrete when you upgrade to the third or fourth level, whatever you want to refer to that as, and metal trussing have the same strength and integrity, okay? You can go 8 blocks off of center. So here's the center. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 blocks out, let's just call that 8 blocks out right there. Okay? 8 blocks out and have weight on it. You can go a further 8 blocks, 16, if you don't put any weight on it. So I built this place with the closest analogy I could come up with is it's like tension wired in regular architecture. when they build a building, they put these steel cables under tension inside of the building, and it gives it really, really good rigidity. This is what this is kind of doing. This metal trussing supports out off of the center column. Oh, you can see it again here. All right, so I forgot to do a second layer on it, but all this cement core right here is what's supporting the whole place. All right, so let's just get out of here. One last little peek over the edge. There you go. You can see the little spotlights I put up to show off this. I thought this thing turned out pretty cool. So yeah, here's how the rest of it looks. Alright, so that's the base that I built. This took a long frickin' time, as you can imagine. Most of the pit, I didn't realize that this asphalt, keeps going down like 10 blocks. So I chose to dig it in the middle of the road, and that ended up being a bitch. So most of this was dug out with explosives, which is just the only way to do it, because I didn't have augers at the time. Where's my bike? So we're going to go to look at some of the other bases that I've built before I came to this one. Alright. Here's my hospital base. This was the first, like, main place that I was living. Before I built that place, I was living in this hospital. I moved most everything out of the hospital, but you'll see. Alright, this was a good place to start. It got me a lot of stuff. Plus, who can't go for, you know, supplies like this? This was just for the dogs and stuff. Eventually the zombies did break through the outer wall. I just didn't want them getting up the stairs too easily. You can't really stop them. They get up easy anyways. But I just wanted to do something to prevent them from getting up here, so... You can see here, there's another one. This one I had to build on the fly because, oh my god. Oh my god. They busted in and there was like 20 zombies coming in. This area took so much damage. I had to build that on the fly. Oh shit. Plus, took the chem station from there. Super, super awesome. And this is where my base was. I've moved everything out of here basically. Oh, those are still here. And I left one of these behind. Oh, iron arrowheads. But yeah, this was my base. This is where I lived for quite a long time before I moved on. Where did I get... How do I get out of here? Oh, yeah. Still there? Yeah. You can see it just kind of like... a little bit of ragtag thrown together. I did the best I could. What the hell was that? Oh, it hit my bike. The hitbox on the bike is ridiculous. It is substantially larger than you think it is. Roadkill. Now, since I'm by myself and I gotta do all this stuff on my own, I did set the whole world to, like, loot respawn is 5 days, 200% abundancy and loot, and all that stuff there. This is the only way it makes any freaking sense to play on your own, right? It takes so damn long. And I have airdrops once a day. Again, it's the only way to do this when you're playing by yourself. It just takes so goddamn long to build anything. And not to mention, considering everything is a learned skill now, I really didn't want to get stuck waiting for ever to be able to get any of my stuff. So here's where I first lived. Now you see this house on the lake here? Pro tip. If you're starting off, this was my original farm as you can see. Pro tip, that is the most secure place you can live early game. The zombies can't swim. All they do is they sink to the bottom. So that place there was super, super, super secure. Now here was a proof of concept base that I built. This was quite literally just to see if it's been a while since I built anything in this game. Like I said, Alpha 11 was the last time I played it. So I wanted to see if this was actually something that would be workable. You can see it's kind of the similar idea to my other base, right in the cooch. With inside of that, there is one column of metal trussing. And that metal trussing is able to support everything above it off of that one column. Now, I added this for protection to it afterward, and that makes it a little stronger. Again, this was one of these things that I can make this jump. The zombies can't. Alright, so I was living in here for a little bit. I don't have to worry about players, so I'm not building these things to be player-proof. If I had to worry about players, I would build it considerably different. But yeah, so you can see the proof of concept here. It works good. This one worked okay. I ended up having to make this slanted thing here because I screwed up on the height, and I built this thing and the zombies were able to hit it from right here, so I had to make it slanted so they couldn't touch it. But you can see here, all the zombies and the spikes that are down there. So this is where I lived originally for the longest freaking time, and it was a great base. I probably spent 40 days living in this hut and that. And like I said, this is the safest base early on because the zombies can't touch you out here. So you don't have to put up spikes. You don't have to waste all your time on spikes and stuff like that. The only reason I put spikes down there is because I needed to get mining, and I wanted to be able to do it at nighttime. So yeah, I've cleared everything out of here, but this is where I lived for the longest freaking time. Workbench in here and chem station, all that stuff. And then I built this mine. Bad move. The zombies were able to smash it up, but as you can see here, it worked out okay. Oh, this was a nightmare. Never do this. Never try to put spikes at the bottom of a lake. I had to do it from... I built a box of casings of frames, and then I had an opening like this, so there was an air patch where I am right now, and I would go out and I'd put down the spikes, and I'd come and breathe there. And I'd go out and put down the spikes, and I'd breathe there. And then, of course, there's zombies coming down the banks all the time to attack me. What a fucking nightmare. Never do that. Never do that. Just don't do it. Just don't frickin' do it. So all this was dug pre-auger. I had no auger for any of this. So all of this was all dug with picks. And these were green picks and blue picks and orange and yellow picks. Like this is some early on mining shit here. This was pain in the ass. Just another mine. And then this was the first mine that I dug. And this place here, it goes up and up and up and up like the other ones. I don't even remember how to get over to where it all leads. This way, I suppose. Yeah, you can kind of... I'm not going to go all the way up there. You guys have seen a mine once. You've seen a mine 1,000 times. This is all an ore vein, right? So I just kept digging out the ore vein. Alright. This was just in case they got down here. So I wanted a way to get into my water base without having to go through the water, and vice versa, leave that way. Just in the event that, say, I got trapped in there. So I ended up digging, and it was just... Ooh. Sounds like I might have a house guest. How did you even get in here? I'm curious to figure that one out. Whoa. They're spawning in here. Yeah, because there's not enough man-made objects in this place. If I covered up the floor, then they wouldn't be able to spawn in here. Yeah, because there's no holes in the walls. Almost. But yeah, so this was another one of my first bases for a while. I lived in this place. It's nothing special. It was really just to be able to survive. Horde nights and what have you. But yeah, you see I got a few airdrops I got to pick up. That's just going to happen. But yeah, so, oh, terrible noise. There's only so much you can do on your own, especially when I have to basically drive across the map to find, Shaka Messiah. It's just no good. That's why I want to redo this. I wanted to learn how to play the game again. So I started playing this game in Alpha 1, and then I have been playing it. I was playing it very regularly up to Alpha 11, and then I stopped playing it because the game was going through too many bugs and breaks and stuff like that. So I didn't want to keep playing it. But yeah, this was a proof of concept. I had to learn how to make augers again. I had to learn how to do everything. So that's the whole point of this. So I got to slow down here, let the world load ahead of me because I don't want my base falling apart again. You see how I can't see far enough ahead right now? You can kind of see it now. It's starting to come into focus. I gotta let the world load. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Come on, load. There, we're good. At least we should be good. Let the physics load. Slowly, 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 slowly. I don't want the base to collapse again like it did last time. Majority of the trees are all mine. I needed supplies, right? So. But yeah. So, touching back on what I said about the design, right? And I won't build it this way again, because all these walls of reinforced concrete took me for fucking ever. Took me for fucking ever to build this much reinforced concrete. Like, we're talking thousands of reinforced concrete. So, I won't ever do the walls like that again. I'll just leave them as stone and dig them down. That'll be fine. There's two parts to this that you need to know about. So, basically, first off, I didn't dig this deep enough. I think it's 35 blocks. Any kind of fall from that distance will kill all the zombies up to the feral. The feral, I think, can survive it. But aside from him, like that guy there who's a strong guy, this guy's a strong guy usually. The cops. Here's the problem with the exploding cops, right? Is you got to make sure they will die when they fall. So as I said, it's all built around these 4 columns. I didn't even go out as far as I could, right? Off of center. So if that's the corner of it, where the strength transfers to this, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 off, okay? This counts as 8 blocks, this metal ring. And I can prove that by showing you I'm off diagonally here, so the corner is there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is basically here. I can't support this, watch. See, it falls off. So that one's at a 9th block. Maybe I didn't quite show that quite well enough, but this is at a 9th block. So I can't support this. I might be able to if I tie... I never even thought of trying this. If I tie this back into this, like I just did there, I might actually be able to put a block there now. Nope. Yeah, because it's horizontal outward. It doesn't matter about the vertical. But yeah, so this base is 100% safe. I only have to go down there every once in a while to clean up the zombies and the spikes. Like replace spikes and stuff like that. 100% safe. Nothing gets in here. Not even the bees seem to ever want to bother me in here. And let's just go over everything I've gathered up. Oh, here's another problem. Is because the biomes have different ores, right? So this biome has iron. This biome has potassium nitrate. This biome has coal. This biome has oil shale. And then, I don't know what the hell the winter biome has. But to be able to, and then this biome's got something too. I don't know what it's got. The grassy plains. It's got something as well. I don't know. I don't remember what it is in there. But each biome's got a different core resource. So to be able to make coal, I had to go down to this biome and dig for coal. To be able to get potassium nitrate, I had to dig in this biome. And to get frickin' iron, I had to dig in this biome. So that's not a big problem because I can just hop on the old mini bike, but I didn't have a mini bike for most of the time, right? And I could go from place to place to place. I want to find a procedurally generated world where I'm bordered by burnt, I'm bordered by desert, I'm bordered by, you know, all the different biomes. With a big city that's got a whole bunch of different, you know, maybe a Poppin' Pills, Shamway would be nice to have something to start on, but Shaka Messiah and the Tools place. Working Stiff Tools. Those are the ones. Those two there are the big ones. And the medical stuff is really, really helpful too, but airdrops, you get plenty of medical supplies, so you don't really need that. The hospital doesn't need to be there. So I will give Navezgane 1 thumbs up. Awesome, awesome what they've done with it. It's super, super nice. And that's just because a fat zombie blew up right there, so I didn't want to make asphalt because you need oil shale, so I just replaced it with something I had handy. Navezgane's really, really cool. They did some really neat stuff to Navezgane. It's gotten a million times better than it used to be, and it's even worth playing on. But procedurally generated is just, it's win. It's so much more win every possible way. They changed all the bloody recipes now too, so, you know, I didn't realize how you make gas. You do it with oil shale. That's super easy. If I could just dig up oil shale, that would be so much faster. So if I can live next to a desert biome, I can dig over to the desert biome and I can just go, you know, and mine it all up. This is how I was making my gas. Pain in the ass. Obviously cars is the most efficient way to get it, but I got quite a bit of gas going in here. Auger parts. Almost impossible to find. I found enough to make 2 augers, and then I found an auger in a supply drop, I think I did, and I can't make this one because I just don't have any auger parts. Can't find them. Can't find them anywhere. Handlebars, pain in the ass to find. Can't find them anywhere. So this is what I'm saying is like Navezgane's just a bitch for this stuff. Oh, here, let's look at my old character here. Oh, like, and I maxed out my skill tree by accident, not realizing that I don't get any more levels after 200. So even though I've killed 3,000 zombies, I don't get any more levels. So I can't level up this extra stuff. And I didn't realize the benefits of it. Like this. This is Health Nut. This is probably one of the most important ones you could possibly have. What do you have to do? Athletics has to get up. How can you get athletics? Running around, punching stuff. Well, I don't run around anymore. All I do is fucking ride the bike. So, no good. No good. So I gotta start over. But I wanted to have this place documented because there's been too many of my awesome base builds that I didn't record, and then they're just dead, and I have to try and remember how I built them, and I can't remember. I can never remember. So, yeah, this place has been super, super awesome. The time it took to be able to build these 2 cement mixers, for example, trying to find the parts I need to build the cement mixers was a fucking nightmare. Once I got all the stuff I needed, I was able to build this place super, super easy and fast, but it took forever. So, next base, I'm going to build it probably the same way. Much more grandiose, though, because now I've learned some lessons, and I won't make the same mistakes. Oh, if you're wondering about the ramps are important because of 2 things. One, if it was just a flat block, all the zombies doing, like, originally it was only 2 high a ramp with this was a flat surface. What happens is the zombies will just dance. They'll just dance around the top of the flat block, okay, if it was flat block. So let's just assume this. All they'll do is they'll just dance around, dance around, dance around. They'll never jump in. Every once in a while, they'll get knocked in by accident. They'll miss their step. They'll fall in. The ramp, this is the top of the block for them, like right here. So they fall in, and they accidentally overrun it, and they jump all the time. So if you're going to do a pit, and pits are the easiest way to kill zombies, don't do the spikes. Like, you don't have to go crazy with the spikes. Just make them fall to their deaths. You know, most zombies instantly die in this pit, and it's only 15 blocks deep. I guess it is 15 blocks with the thing. Maybe it's 16 even. Most zombies die instantly upon hitting the bottom of this. The tougher guys, cops, those guys with the head wound, ferals, they don't die. They'll live. But they die because they fall into the rest of that crap. So the ramp is super, super important for it, though. Even one ramp, even a one-layer ramp would have been better than what I've got going on here, or with a flat surface. Because then the stupid idiots would continue to suicide. Like, that guy's a pretty strong guy usually. He can survive the fall, but he dies within a few seconds. Alright, so that's the base. This is decorative. This isn't actually adding any support. It might actually, but it's not. It's... Oh yeah, you can see here, see how this is flat on that part there? That's because, like I said, up to that point, I guess, this whole side of the base fell off. Luckily for me, nothing was on this wall. It was just a doorway. Kind of like that side. So I didn't lose anything. I came back and my boxes were like there was one block in front of my boxes. That's every piece of supply that I have in the entire game. And I come back and all of a sudden I just watch the entire front of the base fall down. And I'm like... So I was very happy to see that it didn't collapse and I didn't lose anything. Thank God. I wish this was a 7th night, because then you guys could see the horde that's coming. Also, key, living in the city is so key, because you need so many supplies, and they're all just... There are just so many things to pick up in the living in the city. But like I said, there's not enough procedurally generated items. Sorry, I misspoke. There's not enough procedurally generated, or sorry, a procedurally generated world could give me more stuff in the city, right? I could get like a couple of apartment buildings in the city. I could have a hospital in the city. I could have a working stiff tools in the city. Plus all the houses with all the forever replenishing loot. Would you stop it? Oh, and brass! Brass! See how hard it is to find brass? You don't live in the city, you're not going to find brass. I feel like there is one right there. Yeah, the fat exploding zombies did a number on this place so badly. Mister. Oh, it fell short, I saw it. Ah, fuck it. No, fuck her. Making me look bad live. So yeah, I'm definitely going to rebuild this place. This place was... Oh, and if you're wondering how I built it, I literally built it from the core up. Rebuilding this side, I had to use scaffolding, and what a pain in the ass that was. Because I was literally hanging over a pit. And I had fat, stupid asshole zombies spitting at me and all that stuff while I was rebuilding it. Yeah, so I built this literally from the core out. And then I would hang off the core with scaffolding to do this kind of stuff. You know, like I would just build it out like whatever. Just like off the wall. I can't even reach the core. There we go. You know, and then I would boom, 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 up. So that's how I built this place. My favorite part is these lights. I wasn't going to add them, and then I had all these batteries and stuff. I had built the mini bike, and I had all these extra batteries and stuff. There was actually 4 other lights here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. The zombie smashed them down. This light here, I was trying to get it to light up this area front, but it doesn't seem to reach that far. These things are very, very directional. I don't like them. Maybe I'll hang some industrial lights off of this place next time. But yeah, so this is the freaking cool-ass base. So, you know, I'm definitely going to rebuild this place again. Super, super cool. and I might even build it bigger, like multiple stories next time. I just was limited resources. I'm playing by myself. It's difficult. So I'd love to be able to co-op with somebody on a server. That'd be so much fun. I think that'd be like the coolest part, is if I could co-op with somebody. So if you're watching this video and you like me, send me a message or something. All right, so I think that's enough of this. I've shown this place off good enough. Trust me, that jump scares me every time I do it. That's why I left that wood one there, because sometimes you don't make the, you don't quite make it. The number of times I've broken my leg. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Oh, these cross members I don't think are even needed. I just did them for aesthetics. And the reason I upgraded this 4 layers around the whole perimeter to the forged steel, that took a ton of forged steel. And same with that there. Like, we're talking probably 3,000 to 4,000 forged steel. I'm not joking. To do all the spikes, this door, that line, those, like, probably 3,000 forged steel to do all this. Fucking nightmare. Reason I did it, though, is I had a 7th night on the 70th day, where the zombies that came down here, there must have been 10 ferals at one point, and they basically tore all of this down. This whole strip here, because I usually stand up on that point there, this whole strip was right through. They had taken it all down. I thought it was going to collapse. And then they had busted down this door to such a damaged level. Yeah, and then I was almost concerned that they were going to... These walls were all damaged down to concrete level. I thought they were going to bust in. Honest to God, I thought I was screwed. I don't know I'm going down there. I don't care about that. Oh, here. But this is what I was talking about. Okay, so this is what I was talking about if you actually are still watching this video. Oh, first off, logs. Turn your wood into logs. Don't burn wood. Burn logs. Logs burn for 4.5 minutes each. So if you're putting in a fuel source, coal is garbage. Catwalks, if you can build catwalks, they take a long time to burn, but wood logs take the longest time to burn. So turn all your wood into wood logs. But here's what I was talking about, okay? Here, watch. If you're playing multiplayer and you're worried about players showing up, now, this was a very common thing that I'd have all of these going. Okay? Here's the problem when you have everything like that going. You'll see shortly. So as you know, screamers are attracted to heat, right? Well, I'd say that if I could see the heat map, this would be a very bright white spot on the map. And any minute now, there's going to be 3, 4, 5 screamer zombies showing up here. So if you want to protect your base, here's how you do it, okay? This is how you keep humans from bothering you. Because guess what? The zombies will show up regardless if there are humans nearby. Here's how you do it. Just keep a little meat stew on your belt. There we go. Any minute now, the screamer's going to be showing up. It's almost 2200 hours, so it's almost 10 o'clock. Damn, I've lost a lot of levels. I was 155 at one point. Here we go. Come on, boys. Where are you? Oh, I hear him. Here we go. Oh, and picket white fence. This is, if you want to stop zombies, that's how you do it. Picket white fence. They don't seem to be able to get over it. Here we go. Here we go. You can hear her screaming now. There we are. Keep coming, honey. Don't fall in. Don't fall in. Just stay alive. You need to scream more. There we go. Perfect. See if I can't blow your arm off. Yeah, you stay down for a bit. Alright. Here's what I'm talking about. Look at this. Alright, so you can see what I was talking about, how they fall down very easily. See, look at that. See they do their turns? They fall in super easy when they do their turns. There. Now, if you're a human player, you're fucked. You're fucked, because even during the day, this is happening. Okay? And I've had... Okay, well, look, I have 3,394 zombie kills. Do you think that happened because I went out and I killed every zombie I saw? No. That happened because these stupid screaming bitches, and I'm constantly running these fireplaces, these stupid screaming bitches are constantly bringing in dozens and dozens and dozens of freaking zombies. The roads were littered with corpses at one point. Really great way to get animal fat, which you need to use to make biofuel. I'll tell you that much. Oh yeah, and this place is 100% spider zombie proof. As you know, any kind of overhang, they can't get up. They won't even... Yeah, see, they'll drop in. Because they're stupid, but they won't get back out. I don't even have to make... I made all this grain alcohol because I was going to make a whole bunch of first aid kits. With everyday airdrops, you don't even need to. So I wasted a whole lot of time making grain alcohol for nothing. Maybe I'll just get drunk on it. Yeah. How I'm drunk? Can I get alcohol poisoning? Extremely drunk. I have diarrhea. Oh, now I've poisoned myself. Like snowberry poisoning. I wonder if I could double my poisonings. Emitting smell and inebriated. You have alcohol poisoning. Maybe there may be a duration, but you're too sick to figure it out. Yeah. That's the great thing about alcohol, is that you drink one alcohol and you're freaking set. You got stamina, you got all kinds of good stuff. You drink 2 alcohol, you're drunk. You give yourself alcohol poisoning and you're fucked. Look at this. I can barely move. This is me running. It's like running with 2 broken legs. But yeah, look at this. This is how I used to get all my supplies. Who cares about scavenging? Oh, and experience galore. I hit level 200 like days ago. Probably 15 days ago I hit level 200. Here, let's have some fun. I love the improvements they've done to the SMG. It is such a better gun now. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Look at my stamina. It is gone. see that? He just ran right off. Now imagine this happening on a 7th night. This is how it was. This is why I had to bring the steel upgraded spikes. They literally destroyed everything. I can avoid all that crap though if I just move inside. Then they'll try to get me, and they'll fall in. Or maybe I can counteract this alcohol poisoning with coffee. At least I got my stamina back. Look at this, guys. Look at this! This is what screaming zombies bring. Best base defense that exists is this right here. From other players, I mean. Other players can't get near you. If you've got this going on, nobody's raiding your base. Now here's the problem, is there's only a finite number of zombies in the world, right? So, under normal circumstances, you wouldn't get this many. Since I'm the only one playing, and I'm the only one here, I get every zombie that there is. Oh. See this talking about white picket fence? They just stand there. I don't know why. They don't seem to realize that there's a fence in their way. And they don't hit it either. And they'll literally just do that. They won't ever come for me. Look at them all down there. Beating up my house, beating up my stuff. That's why I had to put that layer of steel there, because they just did this pretty constantly. Die, Steve. But yeah, look how much gear I get from doing this. This is crazy. See? They all do it. I don't know why. It's weird, right? Look at them all down there. I think they're walking on the corpses. That's why they're not dying so fast. But the spikes always break the legs. Look at that guy's got no legs at all. So there you go. That's a little tip for if you want to protect your base. Walls and all that other shit, that's fine. That'll protect you just fine. Zombies, active defense? Way better defense. I'm on fire. Probably don't want to drink that. But yeah, okay, so that's the house. I definitely wanted to be able to document this place before I destroyed it, or I should say moved on to a new server. This isn't even one of my best builds either. I've built a lot better than this. This was just functional. This place does exactly what I needed to do, and it does it exactly how I needed to do it. Very functional place. See, look at that, look at that. Isn't that cute? Die, you son of a bitch! Okay. Is my hops finally ready? It is! Yay! I can get drunk with beer now! Yeah, so like the Trader Joe system, I think is supposed to replace the need for as many locations of like trader, working stiff tools and stuff like that. I don't like it though. I don't like it not existing. It isn't as good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed a tour of the world that I've been living in for the last 83 days. Oh, if you play Navezgane, where is it? Where is it? Right here. See that? That's a mine. It goes all the way underground, and it goes right into this canyon that you can see here. So cool. So cool. I stumbled across it by accident. So if you want to find it, find this river, and then follow this river all the way down. Alright? Right to the radiation zone, basically. Once you see this place, go west. Oh, this is a junkyard. Lots of good gear there. But yeah, Navezgane is so cool. They've done such a good job with it. It's so much better than it used to be in every possible way. I really do love it now. Wow, this alcohol poisoning is not going away. Okay, so next time I'm streaming, it will be starting over in a new base. Hopefully. I guess I'm going to cheat probably and give myself a little head start. Just because. Sucks to have to start completely from scratch every single time, as we know. Just give myself some basic tools and stuff like that so I don't have to spend all my time exploring the world, trying to find places for stuff. Oh, bye, you dog shit. See that? He died before he even hit the ground. She died. See that? She died as soon as she hit. He died as soon as he hit. They don't always die, but most of them do. Oh my god, I'm down. Giving myself alcohol poisoning was a bad move. You see that? She survived the fall, but instantly died because she landed on a spike. Well, not instantly, a second later. Giving myself alcohol poisoning was a really bad move. Look at this. My life is down to 143 now. Really bad move. Don't recommend it. All right. Next time I'm doing this, I'm going to call it here. I just wanted to show off what you can build. If you wanted to do a span of, say, 32, so you can do 8 off of one post, 8 off another post, then you'd have 16 in the middle. Then you can do 8 off the end of it. So technically with the center post, you can do 33 block circumference of a building. So you could have, and that's off of just 2 posts. 2 posts. 8 out, 16 distance between the 2 of them, 8 off of the center. You could do a humongous, sorry, I keep moving my hands out of frame. You could do a humongous place. And that would be off of 2 posts. You could do 4 posts, you know, here and then here, kind of like how I did with this place, only I did 4 around a central block because resources are tight. If you really wanted to build an epic place, maybe I'll build, my first place won't be this big, or it won't be that big, but maybe my second place will be like an epic mansion kind of thing. Alrighty, so thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you liked the base, and I will see you all in the next episode of Evan Better Presents. Thanks for watching.